Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is David, this is David K Reacts, and here on this channel I ramble with articulation, I hope, about a variety of different audio, visual and musical elements in the videos that I watch. And today I have had well, not exactly a landslide, but the fastest request series possible for me to look at this particular piece of music. This is the Super Mario Praise Break, a gospel Mario Brothers medley by the 8-Bit Big Band, which I covered back in my video game month earlier this year, when I looked at their version of The Scientist Solarian from Mass Effect. And this video came out yesterday, and I had 3 requests to look at it within an hour of it going live. And here's my own power-up. Hey, bud. You say hi? Look, over there. Yeah, that's them. There's your fans. No, monkey don't dance. Yeah, I have never had such a fast reaction to look at something, so this wasn't actually what was on my schedule, but you know what? I felt like something upbeat today, and I feel like the 8-Bit Big Band... Wow, I can't say that right, can I? The 8-Bit Big Band never fails, and a gospel Super Mario medley sounds incredible. So we're going to check it out. I've opened this up. I've deliberately not looked at the description in any way, so I don't know what music is going to be in the medley. I think these guys are fantastic. They've done such great arrangements. The first one I think I heard of theirs was their arrangement of Bob-omb Battlefield from Super Mario 64, which was released 6 years ago. It's had over 1.3 million views at this point, and it's an absolutely phenomenal piece of music. I love that. I think... might still be my favorite piece of Super Mario music of all time. Not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. And I just found it when I was hunting out different versions of it, and I was really, really excited to see them do that, and I discovered the whole group through that. And there's been some stuff I haven't known that they've covered from games I haven't played or what have you, but it's been consistently good, whatever I've watched. This video's had over 43,000 views in 24 hours, so it's already gaining some steam, and I'm sure it's going to continue. I'm excited for it. The first thing I noticed straight off the bat... actually, before I get to that, firstly, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if this is your first time here. If it is, the way this works, I'm going to watch this video through from beginning to end, commenting and emoting over the top of it. I will then go back and watch it a second time, this time pausing, interrupting, and offering what commentary and analysis I feel I can, based on having seen it once before, and the bits and pieces that I pick up as I go through it slowly. Please do like the video, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and if you would care to support the channel, you can do so by heading over to buymeacoffee.com/DavidKReacts, to patreon.com/DavidKReacts, or leaving a super thanks here on YouTube. Any of those, very gratefully appreciated. And also, by the way, apologies for the delay in releasing videos. I've had a really, really hectic summer so far, and that's not going to stop. I was working the Toronto Fringe for the last couple of weeks, and that's about 6 weeks worth of work prior to that. And unfortunately, it piled up to a point where I couldn't get anything done for this. I am doing the Edinburgh Fringe this year, as I mentioned in one of my community posts, so that's going to get in the way too. So I'm hoping to front load a bunch of stuff, and this is the beginning of that, although this is coming out as I record it this week. But yeah, I just wanted to say sorry that I've been a little bit absent, and hoping to get back to some sort of, it might be a slightly reduced schedule until the fall, but then back into it proper. So yes, the first thing I noticed, and I'm going to bring up the video here, is this is not the usual drummer. So we've obviously changed up the makeup of the band for this, which makes sense. I'm sure they've got in a bunch of musicians that are specific to a more gospel style. I'm just really excited to see what they do with this. So without any further delay, we're just going to jump in. We're going to listen to this. This is the 8-Bit Big Band with the Super Mario Praise Break. Actually, I'm going to turn my own personal volume up for a bit, because that's not loud enough. Try that again. Okay, starting with some bob-omb, I like it. Woo! Yes! Oh, wow! What an intro. this is good. Fast, too. Yes. Oh, that little held beat there. Oh, the sound is huge. Woohoo! Yes, sir. I love his t-shirt too. Oh. I love this. So well arranged already. Wow, this is non-stop. Oh! That transition was perfect! Wow! Oh, this is good. Gusty Garden is such a beautiful piece of music. Man, this is so beautifully put together. There's so much happening. The end of level music for a second there. Oh, the tension building. Oh. Oh. Wow, this is a lot. Athletic theme. This, wow, that drummer, the endurance. Woo! Oh, this is wild! Okay. Oh. Damn. Oh. Excuse me. Sorry, they did 4 minutes and 33. Okay, that's a whole other... Oh, April 1st, of course. What just happened? That is one of the most crazy arrangements of video game music I have ever heard. That's completely bananas and phenomenal. Like, truly phenomenal. I just want to check into a bit of information here. Let's see what we've got down below. Okay, yeah, Super Mario Brothers theme, bob-omb Battlefield, Gusty Garden Athletic theme. Yep. And little hints of other things in there as well, I think. Okay, here we go. Produced by Charlie Rosen, Mathew, Whitaker, and Bryan Carter. I don't know who the last two of those... Oh, Hammond organ, Mathew, Whitaker. Man knows his Hammond organ. Like, I don't. I've never played... Well, I mean, I've dabbled with one, but I've never really seriously played one. But the control he was displaying over that in that final run, we'll come back to that later, but wow. Am I seeing a Bryan Carter in the band? I am not. But I did notice that this is also listed as being the 8-bit band with, I think, Hallelujah Creative, which I'm assuming is maybe some of the group. Give me 2 minutes, I'll be right back. Okay, never mind. Hallelujah Creative is a queer, women-owned, Brooklyn-based video production company. That's awesome. I haven't been paying attention to the end of the videos. I wonder if they've done other stuff with the 8-bit big band. Why can I not say that today? I'll have to look into that. But yeah, okay. But yeah, I mean, that was unbelievably cool. And there is so much happening in that. Also need to shout out, just while I'm here, so I don't have to go back. I assume that was Andrew Gould, who was doing the sax solo. That was incredible. And who was our guitar player? Marcus Robinson. Is it Marcus or Mark? I'm not sure how to pronounce that one. Walls on the drums. Incredible musicianship, but just the solo work that was being done there was really, really standing out to me. Because this is all truly phenomenal. Oops, truly phenomenal. Let's go back and take another look. Because, wow, there's so much to take in here. Oops. I love how we start with... So that's the bob-omb battlefield. I love that we start with that, but we start with it slow. It's such a cool intro to, like, the scale of what's going on here. It gives you a second to take that in before we then launch into full speed. I also realized, sorry, we didn't see Charlie in this video. So is Mathew kind of conducting the band from the Hammond, essentially? That's kind of cool if that's the case. But yeah, don't think I saw any frames of Charlie conducting that. Ooh, yes, Marcus. I love this. It's such a cool style. This, like, long-held note with a massive solo over the top of it. It's just such an amazing thing to hear, especially with, like, this huge sound that they've got. I didn't count how many. It's 30 to 65 people in the 8-bit big band, but I don't know what the composition is for this specifically. But it's such an awesome way to begin something, because you just begin with cool. And, you know, I mean, you have to hold the bar high when you start like that, and they raise it, which is incredible. But it's just a really, really... It highlights a moment for a player, but it also gives us a second... Again, the way that da-da-da-da-da-da being slow allowed us to take in the scale of the band. This gives us a second to take in the scale of the sound, which I think is almost something slightly different. And I really, really like that they give us those opportunities to absorb what's happening before. Because this thing, it's like a roller coaster, right? It's got a launch at the beginning. And once it's going, it's going. Woohoo! I love that he's grinning there. He's like, I like this bit that's coming up. That's fun. Oh, it is! Okay, so I didn't catch that when we... You can see Mathew there just bobbing with the counts, so he's actually conducting them. So, although there is... That looks like a conductor's stand. Unless that's... Okay, so he's also playing with no music, which is impressive. I'm terrible at memorizing music, so I'm always impressed when somebody does that. But there is a conductor's stand there. We just don't see Charlie at all in this video, I don't think. Maybe he's in the background of a shot somewhere, but I don't know. Anyway, the cool things in this, I love this progression that the band has. Where as it starts. There's our tonic. We're up to the third, to the fourth. Then we augment the fourth. Then to the fifth. But it's a fifth with I think so that's the dominant of the tonic. So the 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it's not da da da. I think it's da da da. It's that slightly raised fifth of the fifth. Which it's a really, really cool sound, and it gives that little bit of extra tension that tells you you're about to go somewhere. And I love that we start with the tambourine. Even as we're getting the 1, 2, on the 1, you get the 1. You immediately know that we're going into that kind of really fast pace, even before we hear the rest of the tempo count that tells us where we're going to. And I love that it is 1, 2, 3, hey! Great, love it. So much energy in this whole thing. And that whole thing there, from the hey to that point, is all just a transition from our new tempo into the actual first piece of music, which is lovely. It's so good. I want to listen to that whole thing once more. And it could almost be like my mind is hearing that bump kind of thing. You could almost, obviously that's not, they're going far smarter than that, but just the way they start playing there, the notes that are being played in the melody, which is the Hammond and some of the other instruments, it sounds like it could be going there, but then they extend it out a little bit in a really cool way. And then da 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 da, we pull it back. 1, 2. We got the 1, 2, 3, 4. Doosh, 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 doosh. It's this interesting thing where we set up this pace, pull it back for a hot second, and it's like pulling a rubber band back and then letting it go, and all of a sudden we're off again as soon as we hit the melody. This is great. And oh my goodness, the pace this is being taken at. Like this is the last minute of the stage music where you're running out of time, so the music speeds up to get you there, you know, to kind of pick up the pace and be a bit more threatening. That's the pace this is starting at. It's great. I love it. And it's giving so much like oomph and gumption to this whole arrangement, because it won't stop from now until the end, until they hit, you know, where are we? It's a 5-minute video, probably 3.5 minutes in, where we suddenly hit that slowdown coming into the final few bars of the piece. But yes, there's a halftime style section in the middle, but it doesn't really ever give up this pace once it starts. And that's really, really impressive. Like this live would be incredible. I love it about you, ding, 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 like this little rhythmic sections on the guitar, but then just these hit chords. It's a really nice thing because we set up the beginning of the thing with this little bit of pace, but then it's just like emphasizing and punctuating beats as we go through the thing. It's a lovely little thing to have in the guitar. It just gives it a little bit of rhythm, but also kind of focuses on supporting the melody that's coming out from other instruments in the band, and I think that's really, really smart. The piano, seriously, the pianist and the Hammond organ, both. Fingers of steel. Like the speed they're playing throughout this whole thing, and very incessantly. I also love this decision that they start this with just the saxophones, because it's a powerful sound in and of itself. We have, I think it was 5 saxophones that I counted in the in the list of players. But so that's a strong sound. But then we have all the brass behind them, literally raising their instruments right now, about to start. There's going to be a lot of going back on this one just because there's so much to cover. And just this punctuation that we're getting from the brass. Incidentally, for anyone who isn't aware, saxophone, not a brass instrument. Yes, it is the right color. It's a woodwind instrument, like the clarinet or the flute. So the brass, when I'm speaking, you can talk about horns in a band, which will often include the saxophones. The horn section, trumpet, trombone, tuba, French horn, if there is one, unusual in a swing band, but possible. Saxophones, that would be your kind of horn section. But brass, specifically, as in the brass section of a band, does not include saxophones, just for anyone who didn't know. We just get these little bits of the pianos tinkling through as well, which I really, really like. Just gives it a little bit of focus, but not too much. It's really, really nice because we're getting this. It's this constant stream of sound, but we have these lovely sort of peaks where it bumps up, where you get this punctuation from the brass, and it's just it's like. I mean, it's emphasis, really, but it's this embellishment that gives us a little bit more all the time from something that is already giving us so much. And this, I love this whole section here because you're getting so much da 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 ba da 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 da, and the fact that everything else drops away when the saxophones are playing. And you can hear the Hammond at the beginning of that fourth. You can hear that there's a little gliss there that just ramps up into that. The Hammond punctuation in this is so good. Mathew's killing it the whole way through this. He is such a good Hammond player, and this arrangement is using the Hammond organ perfectly. And now we have the saxophones forming this kind of... I'm not 100% sure exactly what they're playing, but this very constant, almost ostinato-like thing in the bottom, while the trumpets are now playing the melody over the top. And it's nice because we're used to hearing the saxophones. They've been the most consistent instrument so far in the arrangement. And they're still there. They haven't gone anywhere. They're just doing something different while somebody else comes in over the top to take over the melody. And I think that's really, really smart arranging, just because it allows our ears to keep something familiar. We're not going for a complete change. We're not dropping out that register of the band that's been there this whole time. We're just filling in over the top. This is so good. The transitions in this are so smooth. I love that da-da-da-da-da, that little held beat there that just gives you a little something unexpected, reinvigorates the ear, brings us back in fresh. And then the da-da-da-da and the saxophones just gives us a little bit something else that comes in. And that da-da-da-da-da is pounding. Da-da-da-da-da. It's really, really incessant. It's, again, pushing us forward into the next section. Now, I know a lot of Mario music. I don't know all of it. Is this da-da-da-da? Is that from another piece of music that I'm forgetting? Or, yeah, somebody let me know. My brain is not connecting that to something right now, possibly because of the context, possibly because it may be a piece of music, I don't know. But I'm just curious if that is something that my brain is not latching onto right now. And I love that you mix it in with the we get this regular Super Mario medley mixed in with, or melody, excuse me. and the bob-omb battlefield one specifically, mixed in with this da-da-da, so you're giving this give and take between the two, and all the way through it, you've got that repeated piano note over the top, which is just kind of giving us a little bit of rhythmic interest in there as well, through a completely different timbre. Because you've got that little bit of percussion, it's quite high compared to a lot of the brass right now. It's a really interesting little something extra that's coming in over the top of the arrangement. And notice throughout those two, even though... Let's go back on that for 1 sec. Ba-ba-bum. Da, there's our tonic. Ba-ba. And we've gone to completely different chords, but the piano is staying on up there in the top. So it's almost like a treble pedal note, for want of a better phrase. It's that consistency in the top there that's just holding over it between all of that, and it's giving us a little bit of a grounding, even though it's actually higher up in the register, which is actually really nice. That's a really nice set of motion too. Like really simple semitonal motion going on there with the way the chords are changing, at least in the bits that are sort of discernible. There's a lot of kind of mix of sound here, kind of all crashing together. So for my ear, I'm only able to pick out certain notes. And this is so interesting too, because we have that no. And we hit that at the beginning of the next section. We hit that rhythmic section that then repeats, but every time it repeats, it has a different lead in. And then now we've gone into this da 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 da. And that's very, very similar. The little thing that's being played on the Hammond, a couple of instruments there, very similar to that intro section when we led into the new tempo, where I said it could almost be a da-da-da-da-da type feel. It's that same motion again, more or less. I don't know if it's precisely the same, but it's very, very close. Such a good saxophone solo. Like, that is smooth. Very, very fast, extremely clean. A nice amount of scream on it at the appropriate moments, which I think is really nice. I love the composition that's left in the band behind. So I think we have the piano, the Hammond, and the rhythm section basically left. All the brass and strings just disappear. And they only come back in at the end there where we lead into this next section. It's really nice because it doesn't drop the energy or the level of the sound. It just creates space for this solo to come through so clearly. And even though 2/3 of the band has stopped playing, it doesn't really feel like we've gone down anywhere from the level that we were actually at beforehand. And then we come into this really cool next section. Really nice touches here in how this is built. Da, 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 da. So we have this semitonal climb up, ba ba ba, and we come back down again. So we go climb up, drop, dive over the top, come back down again, and then we have this da, 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 da. And it's just, again, da-da, semitonal this, but you can hear da-da-da-da-da. Like, there's nice little bits allowed to shine through in the mix right here. The mixing in this, incidentally, is superlative. It's so good. Oh, I just saw the Barry sax player. Okay, so yes, there were 5. Oh, okay, there she is. So she's at the end of the the end of the line of saxophones. I was trying to work out where she was. I hadn't caught her yet. But yeah, so she's at this end. So any time that we're seeing the saxophone player, she's just off the right-hand side of the screen. Okay, that answers that question for me. I love that so much. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Just back to the original Mario medley. Again, just like they did with Bob on Battlefield a minute ago, intercut between this da, 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 like these stabs that are coming out. And then you just get that little bit of the melody and on we go. So good. Oh, also... That's the Hammond there, I think. Just going wild over the top. This is so good. There is so much happening, and yet it somehow never feels overwhelming. It's really, really well crafted. Guitar's going wild in the background there with it, like really pacey through this. But because it's relatively quiet in the mix, it's kind of part of the rhythm in a really natural way that doesn't interrupt. I like that a lot. Now that I know she's there, the baritone player just boogieing away. That's so good. How could you not be having the most fun playing this? Like, really, it's incredible. Oh, this transition! This is masterful. It really, really is. I love that we get the little bell tree there in the background as we hold this on. Lovely sforzando there, so it's loud, very suddenly quite and back in again. You get the bell tree, and then all the strings come in with this stunning... Actually, have the strings even played yet? I don't know if they have. This absolutely stunning rendition of Gusty Garden. And that is what makes it. We have this breadth-expanding moment. Sorry, too many cool things here. You get the that little jump up there in the trumpets, and the bass, boom, 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 boom. It's going down at the same time. So we're expanding the range of it, and then we come back down to the strings. And I love that we go into half-time, but we still get these faster little fills from the drummer. So there's always pacing in this, even when we've pulled back to a slower piece of music. There is so much happening in this. There really is. I love that we have this kind of, it's all the stringed instruments, including the guitar, over the top of this. So there's a little bit of, it's this mix of acoustic and electric all at the same time, which makes for a really cool sound because the strings are so full in the background there, but the guitar's kind of taking that center stage for a hot second. But then you get da-da-da-da, like lovely little run up there with the strings. They get their little focus for a second before the melody comes back in. That's absolutely beautifully done. And I like in this as well, we're hearing a little bit more of the piano. So we've kind of got that acoustic side of things coming through a little bit more throughout the entire arrangement, which is actually really, really nice. Where previously the Hammond was maybe a little more dominant and the piano had its moments, here the piano's fairly consistent. We can hear it throughout. Oh, that movement there. Da, 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 da. Whatever it is that those chords are that are being struck there, that motion there is so, so good. And there's something else joining in, and I can't quite figure out what it is. It may be the guitar actually may have dropped down to fill in that space. And then the strings are focusing on the melody at this point. And I love there again, we have these dum, 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 just like double length chords from the piano, like we're pulling back again for a hot second. There's just this constant shifting of exactly where the energy is focused in any given moment, and exactly like while the overall level never seems to drop, we somehow seem to keep taking away and giving back throughout this arrangement, and I'm so here for that. That's a really cool motion too. We get the da 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 da, which is the melody, but with this climbing chord underneath that ends on something almost slightly dissonant with the melody in a really, really interesting way. And we get a tiny little fill from the drummer, and we're back in again. And there's that, which is that the Hammond? I'm actually not sure. Is that? I guess it must be. Wow, there, or is that maybe another guitar playing? Could be either. Really, really effective. Oh, is there a key? Is there another keyboard player in there? Hold that thought. I need to find this out because this is going to annoy me. How many? What is our composition here? Piano, guitar, bass, drums. 2 altos, 2 tenors, and a bari. 4 trumpets, 3 trombones, and a bass. Violins, violas, cellos. So it is only one piano player and the Hammond. So it must be the Hammond then that's doing that over the top, I think. Unless it's the guitar. But I think it might be the Hammond. Anyway, regardless. Very, very cool stuff. Oh, that there. We've had all this rhythm going on under these, and then suddenly here. For a second, just on the beat hits. Just kind of breaks up the rhythm that we've had for a hot second. And the little triplet there from the drummer too. There's lots of interesting rhythm just being dropped in here and there. Oh, these listen to what the cellos and bass and stuff are playing at this point. No, one more. So you got this ba 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 going on, but then here. Bum 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 bum. Oops, sorry. Bum 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 bum. Like this really cool. Oh, so good. Oh, this whole, again, these transitions are so good. So da da, and then we have the guitar, we have the piano carrying on with the drums. Very cymbal heavy at this moment. He's got that stack going there, crashes, and yet there's still some rhythm being held in the full kit as well. Ba 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 ba. That's the winning music at the end of the level, right? Ba 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 ba. Right, so it's the beginning of that, just dropped in as a little Easter egg, which I love, on top of that cool little Hammond moment too. And the simplicity of just that quick gliss in there just adds so much. I love that they break up the they break that up by having these boom coming in over the top of it. So good. Oh, and that choice there to hold that note on. All the others just fall off, but that fourth one, bow, holds on for a second. That's so nice, because it changes the texture of that phrase at the end for just a second. Really, really good stuff. Oh, I like that too. Very, very subtle. Sorry, I'm going back a lot, I know. But listen to this. Always up to that major third, which is the melody. We hit the minor third in that time, and it just tells us we're going somewhere a little bit different. The way that they just sneak these little changes into the arrangement that completely alter what you're expecting to hear. So clever. And this version of the athletic theme, this is... it's bananas. We've had so much going on, and now it feels like we've picked up speed. We haven't. There's more going on, potentially, just a little bit. And I think there's the drum riff that we've hit here is a little bit more kind of pacey than it was before, and it makes everything feel a bit more picked up, but it's not. But my goodness, this arrangement is good. That da-da-da-da-da, such a nice little thing just to have thrown in at the end of the phrase. Really, really nice stuff. And I love that we have the piano going wild throughout this whole thing as well. Again, it's just adding more to the texture of what's going on, and it's keeping that pace up throughout. The subtleties of the dynamics that they're using are so good too. That just very, very quick little snatch at the end there that just powers us forward a little bit. Also, can I just say how tight they are too? This is really impressive. This is so fast and they're so on point. I love that as we're getting this really really pushing forward, we're just getting these little tiny hints of the Hammond in the top there. We can obviously, it's slightly enhanced. When he's playing the bits that they really want you to hear, they're also showing the Hammond on screen, which is very smart because it cues the ear to go, oh, that's in there somewhere, and you kind of just zoom in on it slightly in your own mind. But it's fabulous what they're doing with this. Oh, the whole gliss down, gliss back up again thing. So it's such a Hammond sound to me, and it's such a perfect moment to use it. And I love that it just holds on. That for that whole duration of those two phrases, the Hammond is just holding onto that chord over the top, and it's just pushing through a little bit more than it has done throughout the arrangement. Wow, the amount of small things that are going on all at once here, just adding to this the whole way throughout. Yes. Oh, this is... Okay, before we get onto this crazy ending, which, by the way, is way longer than it has any right to be. It's so good. So we've got like that, and then we go da-da-da-da-da. We kind of half-time it for a second. But then it's back up again, everything's going full speed. And then like, this double gliss. Yeah, double gliss from the piano. Da 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 da, very quick, and then this da 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 da, back down half speed again. And you don't get the ending you're expecting. You get another round of wild solos from the guitar and the saxophone at the same time, just going bananas over the top of this thing. And they're each doing their own thing, and yet it sounds so cohesive. That's really impressive. Poor guy going very red right now. And yeah, again, you can see this. There's the control from Mathew of the band, where it's just like, we're just going to let this go for a hot second. 3, 4, chord change. Really, really smart. And you go da na 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 na, and you think that's it, but it's not, because we get this. But just before we get there, and I love that you get 8 of the same chord, and then the resolution that they then fall off of. So really, really nice. Like that would be a perfect ending right there. That would be ideal. Oop, I keep hitting the microphone. Sorry, I've arranged myself slightly differently today. But then we go to this. And we still don't go where we're expecting to, because we get the da 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 da, and then we don't end. I love, however, there's a lovely choice here. Boom. Boom. On the foot pedals, he's playing those really low notes down there. The boom. Boom. It's a 2-5-1. Boom, 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 boom. Is it 2-5-1 actually? But he goes somewhere completely different. And the smoothness with which he's changing the stops that are functional on the organ. I'm not that familiar with Hammond's. I'm assuming that the switch he flicks there, that's on his left-hand side in front of the lower manual, manual, incidentally, the name for a keyboard on an organ. I'm assuming that switch is turning on something to do with the sort of vibrato tremolo sound that you're getting out of it. But I'm not that familiar, so somebody who knows Hammond organs better than me, please let me know. But you can hear in that chord there, it sounds fairly straight, and then you suddenly get the like that wobble in the notes when he flicks the switch. And I love that it's da 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 da. Like it's just he's repeating patterns, but making them more interesting the second time around. This is so good. And the control he's got. Listen to the volume. Da 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 da. It's way down. That's foot pedal control. There's a lever pedal with your foot, and the further you press it forward, the louder it is. The more you press it back, the softer it is. And the pacing he's using to just suddenly switch that, so clean. Oh, that's so good. So you can see really interesting things of what he's doing here. So he flicks his switch, And then here, you can see he's pushing the stops back in. So he's removing instruments from the sound the organ is creating as he's playing it, which is why it gradually peels back. And then as he settles on that sound, he brings the pedal, brings out the sound by pushing that pedal forward, increases the volume into a whop, and just cuts it off. Oh, that, I have to listen to that. This is spectacular. Like, this whole piece is phenomenal. This might be my favorite part of it. His control over that organ is masterful. I can see why people told me I had to listen to this. Damn! This is one of the best arrangements of video game music I have ever heard, bar nothing. It is incredible. It's actually just a phenomenal... It's one of the best pieces of big band music I've ever heard, bar nothing. It's so well crafted. Beautifully mixed. The musicians are top tier. This is phenomenal. Well done, 8-Bit Big Band. Like, absolutely killed it in every possible way. I am so impressed with this. Also, doesn't hurt that you took 4 of my favorite pieces of music and mashed them all together, but that's beside the point. The quality is what I'm talking about here. It's just so good. Incredible stuff. Truly incredible stuff. I hope you enjoyed that as well. I, as always, forgot to say so beforehand, but check the description below. You'll find the link to the original video. Go and support the 8-Bit Big Band, and if you know they're coming somewhere near you, go and see them. I desperately want to. They are probably top of my list of live acts I want to see right now, given that I do actually have tickets for the Distant Worlds Final Fantasy concert in January. But yeah, this is the next group I want to see live. They are incredible, and they just keep getting better, which is the other thing. And I mean, you know, that's your ideal, right? You want to keep improving as a group as you work, and they are doing nothing but that. They are improving all the time, and their work they started with a really high bar, and they just keep raising it. So yeah, phenomenal stuff. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you got something out of it, whether you're new to this medley or the 8-Bit Big Band, or you know that you've seen this 20 times since it was released yesterday, and or I guess a few days ago when this goes out, and maybe there was one thing I pointed out that you hadn't heard before or something like that. And that's kind of what I'm aiming to do with these videos here, so fingers crossed I achieved that for at least one person in my audience. Please do like this video, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and if you care to support me, you can head to buymeacoffee.com/DavidKReacts, where you can leave a one-off donation of any amount. You can head to patreon.com/DavidKReacts, where you can donate $2 or $4 Canadian per month to be a part of my patron group. That will gain you access to my Discord, and more things hopefully by the end of the year. Or you can leave a super thanks here on YouTube, and if you would choose to do any of those, they would be very gratefully appreciated. Of course, no pressure to do so. But I'm really grateful to you for being here, for listening to this and watching my video. Thank you very much indeed. I really appreciate the time that you spend with me. It means a lot. Have an absolutely wonderful rest of your day, whatever time it is, wherever you're watching, morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime, I don't know. Let's go for 8:37 a.m. Let's see if anyone is watching then. Take care of yourselves. Have an absolutely wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.